And we're back.
What are we talking about?
In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, wait, what are we talking about?
What do you think we're talking? What do you think we're talking
Nigga,
about?
I'm dead serious. I don't know. Yo, on some real shit?
Yeah.
Land Before Time.
No.
Yo, if you were like, Derek, I'll give you $100,000 if you can tell me what the movie we got to talk about before we get in this movie, nigga, I would still say. And knowing we did Land Before, knowing that's Derek, you know that's not.
Yeah, knowing that we recorded yesterday. We recorded this movie yesterday.
And I know I watched Land Before Time last week.
Less than 24 hours ago. Yeah, that was last week. That felt like a month ago.
That's the last, in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nigga, I couldn't tell you what we did. I couldn't tell you if I you can put money up, bro. I'm trying to think, and I'm like, whoa, bro, just Land Before Time. All I see is Littlefoot, nigga.
Okay, let's see if I can mime it for you. I'm burning up, and then what am I doing?
Fucking fever pitch, you idiot.
I had to use words.
But damn, that's stupid. That's so funny. Oh yeah, nigga, we gotta talk about baseball.
Yeah, I watched Fever Pitch.
You watch Baseball Love. I call that baseball and love.
Yeah, so what's crazy, because I read into a lot about the filming and all that, right? Because I was just curious.
Yes.
As to like
the timing.
The timing. And like just who these I really meant to I fell asleep because I watched it late at night, but I really meant to look at who the guys were that got
Did
the
you
Boston.
finish it?
No, I finished it.
Okay.
I'm talking
it's
about.
so funny if you were like, no.
No. I got about 2 minutes in.
Here's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
You have strong opinions, and it's like, dude.
No, because I was just curious. This is what I meant to look up before I fell asleep. Is I was curious as to who these guys were that the Boston Red Sox let them film, and they let them film in.
Who are they?
Just these huge Boston Red Sox fans.
The
brothers.
directors.
Yeah, the directors.
Who are they?
The Farley brothers?
The Farley brothers.
No, but not like but
not the famous ones.
No, not the famous ones.
Not the ones that like you said that and I'm like, wait, those guys?
No.
Because that's who in my head I
or
saw that.
Marley,
so
Farley, like FAR double L's.
phone in.
I got it. Hold on.
Here, look up the director of Fever Pitch because now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because I know, of course, everybody knows the Farley brothers. That's Dumb and Dumber.
Mm-hmm. Director of Fever Pitch. Oh no, the Farley brothers. Yeah. Hold on. Is it?
Well, that makes sense why they had access.
Yeah.
The Farley brothers.
Let's see if these were the guys. Yeah. These were the
the classics.
Yeah, the classics.
Okay, that's what I thought directed it. But I was
Okay.
like, when you said that, I was like, oh, maybe I looked at that wrong.
Huge Red Sox fans. So they gave him access.
They're definitely Boston boys too.
Yeah. They gave him access the scenes they shot were shot in September. So they gave him access in the middle of the playoff run.
So they shot the movie in September. Mm-hmm. Or they shot those scenes, at least the baseball scenes.
All the baseball scenes of September. And the scene when she's running on the field.
Yeah.
That was after a game, and they said whoever wants to stay can stay for the filming. That's why it's packed. And that's why Johnny Damon's in it, but you only see you only see Manny Ramirez's number. You don't see Manny because it's not him. That's some guy stand-in acting as Manny.
But Johnny Damon's
like, I'll be in this fucking movie.
Hell yeah, they talk about him in the movie.
Yeah.
Like they talk about his literal ass in the movie, and
yeah.
he has another scene in the movie.
He has 3 scenes in the movie.
He has 3 scenes in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, good for fucking him.
Yeah. In the middle of a playoff race during this season, and yeah, they had to completely rewrite the movie while it was going on because they wrote it. Because they just assumed that they would lose.
It's fucking Boston.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to win, and that's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
And then these niggas win the World Series.
Yeah, they won the World Series.
That's why he said, they got to keep going. Because they had to keep. I get like if it's the Farley brothers, and you're like, yo, y'all got to go to the rest of these games.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the Red Sox organization was like,
you have to come to the rest of these games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure also if you drew Barrymore, you're probably like, this is like a big deal.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is like bigger than me. Like I have to go to the rest of these games.
Yeah.
This is such a big thing.
Well, this is one of those things where Barrymore talked about how she's not a really big sports fan, but this is one of those things where it's beyond sports fan stuff. It's like human drama.
You don't have to be a sports. Yeah, just
human
drama.
Just like this is huge. What's going on is huge.
It's important for bro. It's it's like you said. It's not about. It's about the literal city.
Yeah.
This shit matters, bro. This shit fucking matters, bro. And not like on some like how money matters or like this shit matters like spiritual, faith, like.
Oh, it's religion.
Religion. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking sports are religion, bro. And so, yeah, it's like, yeah, bro. I'm sure even if you ain't I'm sure because you're an actor and you read the scenes and you're like, this is interesting that this team hasn't won and whoop-de-whoop. Okay, cool. And then you're at the games. You're like, oh, wow, they won. No, they never win. And then they win. And then like they keep winning, and you're like, whoa, that's interesting. Like, don't they never? Because you're not into sports, but you're like, oh, don't they never win? Isn't that the whole thing? And then people are like, this has never happened.
Yeah.
And then they come back against the Yankees, and then people keep telling you this has never ever happened. So I'm sure you would go, oh, okay, I'm in.
This is a moment.
This is beyond sports. This is a moment in time.
They really caught a moment
against the Yankees, who they've been who's their rival, who they lost Babe Ruth to. I mean, it's everything. Had they come down from 3, I mean, it's beyond sports, bro. It's like that was some nigga destiny shit, unless you play for the Yankees. And then you're like, no, we just lost. Fuck that team.
Yeah.
But everyone else involved
was like, this is some wild shit. Drew Barrymore was adorable and hot and everything. Everything. She was everything. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. To be Fallon was great, by the way.
How funny was Fallon?
I was in it. I believed his character 100%.
He's not a bad actor.
He's not a bad actor.
It's not like he's like, oh, I mean, the depth of the role, you don't need some fucking, Tom Hanks level fucking. It's just, he killed this rom-com.
He really did. He was really, I was very curious to see how I would feel about Fallon. Mm-hmm. And I bought that he was Ben. At no point was I like, oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy, what are you doing? Playing games with The Rock?
Yeah. Like, or whatever the fuck.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what he does now. He does. It's interesting though. He definitely did a good job in leading this movie.
Oh, he led the movie. He carried the movie, and Drew Barrymore is like, I mean, what better co-pilot?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not about her. I mean, it is about him. It's like the movie's about the Red Sox. He's the Red Sox fan.
Right.
Like, it's about him. Mm-hmm. He's the first person they show. He's the lead.
No, he carried this movie.
He carries the movie. But I mean, Drew Barrymore is just like, hey, I got you.
Well, Drew is Drew.
She's a pro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
How many big time films has she been in?
Yeah. And so just so perfect for a rom-com.
Oh God, she's just fucking great, man.
Yeah, gorgeous.
She knows how to play that girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A cool girl. She's also cool. 51st Dates, she's cool. In this movie, she's cool. You know what I'm saying? In the rom-com, like, you're like, oh, she's cool.
When she gets hit by that fucking foul ball.
Nigga, she gets hit.
She gets hit.
Miguel Tejada.
We talk about this in the San Francisco Giants episode when the guy gets hit by the ball off the head.
Yeah.
But if you remember the episode, I told you the reason why he was okay is because the ball bounced into center field. So all the energy stayed with the ball and didn't hit his head.
Yeah.
Dude, that ball drops 3 feet away from her head.
Yeah, and then the guy picks it up and he goes crazy.
Yeah, amazing. But she definitely would not have been fine. That was my first thought.
She'd have went and got a CAT scan and been dead.
Yeah, or been like, damn,
cracked skull.
You have a legit. You're gonna have some neurological issues coming up.
Oh my God! And Miguel Tejada owes you money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or like the city of, or like those nets that are up now. Those would have gone up then. The nets only went up recently because up until then no one had really been hit pretty badly, and then a little kid got struck maybe 2 seasons ago.
Killed him?
No, but it was one of those like the game stopped.
They stopped the whole game.
Yeah, because like
there was no more game that day.
No. Not they didn't stop the game for the whole day. The rest of the game. But I'm saying in that moment the game stopped.
Oh, like the players were like, oh, we're not gonna like how in this moment they just kept going.
Playing. Yeah, the players were like, we're gonna wait till they're done with that before we start playing.
Because that's so disrespectful if we keep playing.
Yeah, and it's like if that girl's in real trouble, we're not gonna finish the game.
Well, you can't.
Yeah. But that's the level it was, and then they put the nets up everywhere. But I'm saying that would be the level.
That little girl's family got money.
Oh, absolutely.
That little girl's family got some money, bro.
Absolutely. They definitely went to the hospital for free, at the very least.
And got a couple autographs and maybe some season tickets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a pretty rough clip because you just see it on everyone on the, because they don't show the girl, obviously.
Yeah.
But you just see everyone's faces, and immediately everyone's faces on the field drop.
Because it's not fun no more.
No. It's like one of those things where, oh, damn, this is bigger than the game.
Dangerous, and you're like, it hits you like, oh, this is a dangerous sport. What am I doing? Like those kind of things you never think about where you're like, oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
There's 100-mile-an-hour balls flying around.
Just no net, kids.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing, guys? We're just doing this? But other than that, it's, take me out to the
ball game.
Baseball fun, fool. Baseball games. Oh, man.
Oh, live games are great.
God, they're great.
Mm-hmm. They're great.
They are fucking fantastic.
Made me miss it so much. There's just so many things I was watching. It's like, damn, the baseball game is like, when are we gonna do that? When they're just in fucking aerobics class together.
Oh yeah, all the girls doing like athletic stuff.
Yeah, it's like, damn, when would that group of girls be able to do that again?
Some are doing it.
Some are doing it.
Some places are open, bro.
Yeah.
This shit makes no sense. But
when will you be able to do that without that thought in the back of your head of just like, we are going through some shit? You know what I mean? It's like,
oh, that never again. You know, this is the new world, man. It's a new life. It's all right though. But it'll be a long time before people are like, it's so normal that like you can like, it's old because we lived through it so long. Like, and now there's other stuff happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we need. Just like anything else, you know, time. I remember when 9/11 was the biggest thing, and that was the only thing.
Yeah.
And now look at 9/11. It's just a really good punchline.
Yeah. It's, oh my God. It's giving me a career.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. It's just I had that thought just come up a lot. Not come up a lot, but it did pop in my head. I was just like, damn. Like this shit. We just took all this for granted that we'd just be able to do this. Like I was talking to someone on Tinder, and she was like, "How come you've never been to any concerts and that many concerts?" And I was like, "Well, you know what? To be honest, I never thought I'd live in a world where there would be no concerts." And
where you had to think about the decisions you made.
Yeah, where I had to be like, because I always thought like, well, one day I'll just go to a bunch of concerts, or like I might.
One day.
It's open. It's open.
One day I'll go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't have to go now. Why would I go now?
Yeah.
I'll go one day, and then you're like,
I like what I'm doing. I'm working, and now I'm like, damn.
I should have went to everything.
Yeah,
No.
there was so many.
No, you can't live. That's
no,
ridiculous.
no, but it's like
she's wrong.
No. She didn't say you should go, but she was just
she's
curious.
a bitch. Dude.
No, I don't know her.
No.
Hey,
Stab her in her.
She could be. We just started talking, but but what I'm saying is like I never. It just forced me to.
Funny.
It forced me to deal with that of just like, oh damn, I just assumed my life would be normal. Not normal, but it would just keep going in the trajectory it was going, which is a crazy
you could have died.
Could have died.
So that's why it's like.
I'm not sad about it. I'm just saying.
No. It's like that. You know, it's like you didn't die. That's why it's like there's no bad. I mean, there's no like it could be good. This could be good. That's what's also crazy because life keeps going. So this could be a great thing. Just of course, like now you're like how, and it's like just gotta. I know.
Yeah, it's not a great thing now.
Yeah,
you just have to breathe and wait.
Gotta breathe, wait, and then you don't know what's gonna. Something good will come out of this. Of course, it's gonna be like, oh, but I liked it when things were like this, and it's like, nigga, they used to fight in the NBA. Now they literally can't curse.
Yeah. Oh,
they used to throw hands, and they would literally not get ejected. They'd be like, hey, both of you.
Yeah.
I might tech you up if you don't calm down. And that was after a full-on fist fight.
Right.
And now they literally get teed up when one farts too loud.
Yeah.
And
my God.
Or if it smells.
Yeah. Just to give you a heads up on the day we filmed this is the first day of the NBA playoffs.
Woo woo.
So
that's the sound of the playoffs.
That's the sound of the playoffs. That is the sound of the playoffs. Well, there's a connection. NBA playoffs, baseball playoffs. This is a.
Oh man, we're all just talking.
Yeah.
Did you like the movie?
I did like the movie.
Like as a whole, as a.
Yeah. What's it called? It was a very good. It was more. I would say, and not that it's a bad thing, but I would say it's more rom than com.
Yeah, it's more rom than com.
It's more rom than com.
It's really rom-com sport.
Yeah,
it's like rom-com sport.
But the sport with him and the sport,
but with him and the
sport is like that's that romance between him and the sport. That's why I said it's more rom than com.
Because the romance is also him and the sport.
Yeah.
Which is what's fun for a guy. Because like also it's fun the perspective. It's like usually for a guy in a sports movie, the perspective is the athlete.
Right.
Because that's the perspective we want to see. It's the athletes. This is cool because it's like, oh no, this is just a perspective of a diehard fan.
And it's
like,
cool.
I can relate to that.
That world is cool where they in the Red Sox in the area that they sit in, they all know each other, and that aspect of fandom is pretty cool.
Yeah, because that is how it would be if you have season tickets to something like that.
It is. When I went to the Dodgers game and I got that guy's season ticket, he was just pointing out and telling me like everything about the people around him. He's like, these guys will come in the third inning, they'll bring their own food, they'll chill till like the seventh inning. If the game is over, they'll leave. If the game is good, they'll stay. Like he was just calling out and telling me what everyone does around him.
Because people have their rituals.
Yeah.
There's so many games.
There's so many games.
That's why for that guy to go to every game.
For 11 years. 11 straight years, he went to every game.
Who?
The Fallon.
I thought it was 23 straight years.
11 years. They say 11 years all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's been a fan for 23 years, but he missed a game somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Yeah, there's school and stuff.
There's school and other. I mean, if you play baseball or if you do,
you went to college.
College, if you camp, like something. Just things that.
Because what he's in his early 30s.
Seems like it.
Early 30s, late 20s. I mean, yeah, 11 years. That's college time.
It's about college time.
That's about college time.
So yeah, during that he didn't miss games and so but right when he got like clearly his teaching job, that nigga didn't miss a game anymore.
Right. What else? Oh yeah, just another connection. It's just I just thought it was fun. And the end of the at the end of the first scene at the baseball game, the guy on deck is Gabe Kapler, and Gabe Kapler is now the current San Francisco Giants manager.
Isn't that crazy?
Connections.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Nigga, bro, that's fucking nuts. That nigga was in 2004 a Red Sox.
Oh, I think he was on the other team.
My bad. He was on
the Rangers, I believe.
Yeah. They played the Rangers. I'm trying to think of the other teams they showed. They showed the Rangers.
That's all they really showed as far as other teams.
I'm assuming that's the game they filmed.
Yeah, that's for mostly, yeah. September 4th, 2004.
That's the game they filmed?
That's the game they filmed.
Hilarious that you know the date.
Yeah. That's one of the things that came up when I was looking up the movie. They're like, this is when they filmed it.
God, and that would have been prime 9/11 time.
That would have.
9/11 was not a joke.
Oh, no.
Not a joke.
No, but we still didn't forget.
When did we forget?
We still weren't forgetting.
Because we didn't forget. When did we start forgetting?
When we start forgetting, you know what? I would say I think we are now in the realm of starting forgetting, in the sense that TikTok right now is the big cultural driving force in terms of like
stuff,
pop culture.
100%.
Yes, and the heavy users of TikTok are mostly born post 9/11.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the way they joke about it is vicious.
Yes,
like I mean,
in my realm.
They go. No, the kids on TikTok, they joke about it the way we joke about it. Yeah. Where it's like, yeah, I mean, but we experienced it. It wasn't like we're just like, oh, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga, it was a big, it meant a lot, bro.
It's a real deal. Yeah,
that shit hurt, nigga. That day was crazy.
Yeah, every time I joke about it, I do go, oof.
Yeah, because it was like, because you really put yourself into the day, and nigga, it's not, it's
and
like,
the time
and what really happened, fool, that shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then we start doing stand up, and you start being funny, and you start realizing like, oh, everything's a joke. You know, everything has its place for comedy. But these kids, to them, it was like how we joke about Lincoln getting shot. It's like, well, nigga, I don't even know who cares.
Right. All right. So I would say we are in the process of forgetting.
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm. And then in the next 10 years, we will have forgot.
Yeah. I mean, just like, bro, it's on stage, a Kobe joke would be, if comedy was still going right now, or if you're out doing it, Kobe joke ain't gonna hit like how you want it to. Just saying, it's just not. It's just you need. But I'm giving it another year, another 2 years.
I would say, yeah, what,
5 years.
It's been
that shit will be, you know, just like anything.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, we would be, if things were going normal, we would be like. Now, because I mean, there was a couple.
Kobe jokes would still be getting big oohs if things were normal.
Yeah.
Right now, if you had a good Kobe joke, like, I'm talking about a good one. Like it's funny. Like you get away with it. This is the reaction it would get. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
and people would laugh, but it would be like that. Oh.
Okay, this is where I will disagree. I would say most Kobe jokes would still get the ooh. I would say a good enough Kobe joke would get a laugh at this point, because Donnell's Kobe joke was starting to get laughs when the world shut down.
You think so? Yes.
So I think it would have to be. It couldn't just be a regular. It would have to be. But you know,
you hit it, because if you hit it with just like a basic like Kobe punchline,
yeah,
you're gonna get ooh.
But if you have a good perspective, I think people will be like, okay.
By now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about now with COVID?
I mean, now with COVID,
it's still gonna get you have to have a good joke about it.
Yeah, you'd have to have a good joke about it, but it's not gonna get the bigger ooh. It's not gonna get as big of an ooh as it would have gotten without COVID.
Whereas COVID, you can joke about, like if we were on stage, you could joke about COVID fine.
Oh yeah, that's because you know why? That's because there aren't, half the country isn't going like, Kobe Bryant is a hoax.
Yeah.
Everyone wearing their 8 or 24 jerseys is a cuck.
Full of shit and a liar.
Democrats and a lib. And the Democrats are getting you to care about the Los Angeles Lakers when they don't exist.
They don't exist.
Yeah.
You never had a family. Your daughters aren't real.
Yeah.
Helicopters aren't real.
Yeah, a bunch of old white ladies in grocery stores going like, Gianna is fake. Throwing shit. Yeah, there's not that happening.
You're right. Comedy's so funny for what you can make fun of. Like what
are the rules?
Bro, it's killed literally a 9/11 a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And you can joke about that shit.
2004, where like fever pitch would have been like, ooh, don't make the 9/11 joke. Yet we're at 150,000 plus people dead at this point. And dude, that shit is on the table.
I don't know if Sandy Hook's jokes are allowed either. Still.
I haven't heard a good one.
That's what I don't think there is one. I don't think anyone wants that take.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think there's some jokes where people are like, I don't even want the take.
Well, I think Louis had a very funny take.
Louis had a great take on Sandy Hook.
But he didn't. It wasn't Sandy Hook, right? It was the other one.
No, his was on the kids after Sandy Hook. It was not about Sandy Hook.
It wasn't about Sandy. It was also about the one in Florida. Sandy Hook was the younger kids. Sandy Hook was the 5 and 6 year olds.
That's why there's no jokes about that one.
Yeah.
No, because Louis didn't. Because no, he joked about, and he didn't even joke about the ones in the Florida one. He joked about the after, like the ones like the But he still joked about it. That's still a lot. No one jokes about Sandy Hook. You're right. My bad. Sandy Hook's the one with the complete elementary school.
Yeah, complete kindergartners.
Yeah, that's why there's no jokes.
Yeah, it's what's the take?
I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah, what's the take? Well, what's the take?
You
had a take.
Huh?
You had a take.
What?
About what's great about this country is that some guy can go and shoot up in elementary school, and then the next day you could do it if you so chose.
Oh yeah,
that's your right as an American.
I wrote that down. Just sitting in my phone. But that is your right as an American, nigga, bro. If that human being was allowed to go shoot up that elementary school, then nigga, hey, it is my God-given American right to walk into fucking St. John's Elementary down the street and let loose. That's my right. Because this is America, right?
Yeah.
And we're all on the same page, right? Same team?
Same team. And if we're not going to beat them, join them.
No.
If you can't beat them, join them.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but
absolutely.
It is. What is that, fool? What is this, fool? What are the rules? I don't like the rules we have in this country, bro. I don't like the rules, dog. Because you know why I don't like the rules, though? Because they made them bitches in 1776. Nigga, I'm 20. 30? Shit, yeah. It's 2000. I'm sorry. I'm 30 in 2020, fool. You gonna tell me some shit 1776 is the way it should be. Also to be like, this is the way it should be.
Well,
that's crazy. Also the people who are like, man, that document's great. You are shut the fuck up. It has nothing to do with you.
You know, Derek, you can say all you want about this country, but always remember you only have 3/5 of an opinion. And that
No, I don't, nigga. I have 1/5 of an opinion. I'm mixed.
You're mixed. Okay. Wait. So you're mixed. So you're half. So you're half of three. You have 3/5 of a half of an opinion. You know what? Shut up. Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And, follow us on Instagram @SpoilTheBeans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
If this was a woman, it's poor lady.
Yeah, we overuse her.
Yeah. Feel bad for her.
Yeah, a lot of not forceful user against against.
Oh yeah, she does 3 different podcasts.
She does 3 different podcasts.
One has 2 episodes a week.
Yeah,
with bonuses.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, bro. She's
I'm surprised.
She hasn't died.
Yeah. We're talking about Sam, everybody. No.
No, we're not. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're talking about some of our equipment.
We're talking about our equipment.
That doesn't have to be live. I like how we chose that.
I chose that.
You know what? I don't care. Yeah. I act like there is no going back.
Yeah.
On this podcast, I act like the edit button isn't even fucking real, dog.
No.
That's why what you get when we say it, you get it. All right? We don't edit on this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
Gooks.
No,
we say that a lot.
No, we're not gonna.
We do say that a lot.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Go listen to the Platoon episode to find out how much we do not say that.
Yeah. Or and Predator. We say it a couple times.
Also, I believe I say it in Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Someone sent I think it was me or it could have been the Spoil the Beans account a message that says from the Predator episode that we should get a shirt with Arnold Schwarzenegger flexing and it should say flexing and killing gooks.
Jesus, no, we should get
I was
that
like,
shirt.
well, maybe we should.
Jesus Christ, Beaners. Keep sending us great ideas, though. We do love all ideas.
That is a dope idea.
There's no bad ideas on Spoil the Beans.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't exist. No such thing.
Oh, damn.
You want to pay the bills?
Oh, yeah. Guys, do you have an Instagram?
I do.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Well, Derek had rudely stated that he has an Instagram. And you know what you should do if you have one? Nice guys and rude people as well. You should go to your search function, search up Darren Bates, DARENBATES, Wesleyan _ son 56.
Wesleyan son _ 56.
Wesleyan _ son 56. Again, rude. Click Darren Bates, click follow, and make sure you follow Darren. All right? Make sure you follow him. That's all he asks, because he has a dope podcast called The Raw Room. It's good. It's a fun listen. Subscribe to that, and also just follow him on Instagram. Tell him the Bean sent you. Like all his photos. Tell Derek how rude he is.
Also, we might have a special surprise coming with our president very, very soon.
Maybe.
We'll see, and you will see as well. But
we're impeaching him.
Look, this is really a surprise to him. To us, we know.
Yeah.
We know when we have the documents and we filled out the petition.
Yeah. The House is voted, waiting for the Senate.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
No, we have some fun surprises with the president coming very soon to you guys, so you guys will definitely enjoy that. So go follow Darren Bates and let him know the Bean sent you.
Yep.
We love him to death. We love you too, Beaners. We love you too, you fucking dirty Mexicans.
We say that with love.
Ehsan.
Yep.
Can you do me a favor?
Yep.
Don't ever burp on this podcast.
That wasn't that bad. I've burped so many times.
Don't you ever fucking burp on this podcast. It's rude and it's against my people.
What are your people?
Mixed.
Oh, mixed people don't like burping?
No, we don't do it.
Why?
Don't be rude. Don't ask questions like that.
That's okay.
I don't ask you why your brown people fly planes into buildings, do I?
Well, I mean, I could give you an answer. What do you mean? They were paid by the U.S. government to do so.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. What do you
mean paid? In virgins?
What?
Like in 72 virgins?
No. Like cold, hard fucking cash, homie.
Like $72.
Yeah, no, about $72,000. They did. Maybe, probably even more. There was enough.
But it's funny if it's 7,200.
Yeah. Well, I was saying they got enough to buy a studio and shoot videos.
Yeah, but that's all. It's like in Iraq, what's that? $75?
No, it's probably hard to get all that stuff over there.
So how much?
I don't know actually. Hey, Iraqi beaners.
Especially ones that are terrorists in caves.
Yeah, how much
does
video equipment cost over there in terms of monthly wages?
We have that one fan. She wears stuff on her face. She would know.
Yeah, no, she's from Saudi Arabia though. She's rich.
They're all poor. That's not racist. I'm so racist.
Yeah.
They're all poor. Even the rich ones. Like they live over there. Oh, they're not rich. They have $100. Ooh, durka.
Okay.
You got 100 durkas?
Oh, relax.
What? It's not as much as 100 American money.
Yeah. Might be worth more now, actually. I don't know what the durka to dollars rate is, but
durka rate?
Yeah, but I'm sure it's trending towards durka. If I were to just see what's going on in the world.
We promised we weren't going to be racist on this episode.
Did we? That was a bad promise for us to make.
I promise.
Yeah, Jesus.
I promise one of the gods I pray to.
You pray to multiple? Is that a mixed thing as well?
Dude, will you stop asking rude questions?
Yeah,
I pray to multiple gods. Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, no, we don't. There's only one true God. Only one true God, and it's Allah.
Do you really think that?
Do I really think that? I mean, if we were to be real, no. But in terms of the bit, of course.
No, you really think in the bit.
In the bit. Yeah. In the bit. The one.
I'm even mad at that.
Yeah.
In the bit, you think this guy is brown. God. He's a brown guy.
He don't have to be brown.
He's definitely brown. Allah. There ain't no white dude name and no black dude name. God's very basic.
I was going to say, you know what's funny? I've never imagined God as... I still kind of imagine, even when I truly believed it, I still kind of imagine God the same way Western God did.
What?
This is an old white guy with a beard.
Old white guy with a beard?
Mm-hmm. It's the same God, so I just assumed.
Well, that's what they show. Yeah, that's all they show you too.
Yeah. So yeah, but I've never thought of him as a brown guy, and maybe that's
Allah, God is a white guy. Allah
is also a white guy.
No, he's not.
He was until you brought it up. I was like, oh wow, I've never pictured him as a brown guy.
I've never pictured Allah as a white guy. Because they're all separate gods, and they all have their own things. And they all run their own neighborhoods. It's like Crips and Bloods and all kinds of shit.
They're definitely the same God.
No, they're not.
100%.
No, they're not. Buddha's Asian. He's fat.
Well, that's a different God. I'm talking about God, Allah, and Old Testament God.
Allah's a skinnier brown God. You know what I mean? He has a long beard, and, he's brown. And then white God, of course, is the God that we know that has like a little bit of a dad bod. A little bit of a beer gut. because he's American. He drinks Budweiser.
Yeah, God's never ripped.
And then, well, hold on, I'm not done.
Zeus. I guess Zeus is a ripped
I was just
god.
about to get to the Greek god. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that god's fucking shredded.
Yeah, and
a badass.
fucks constantly.
Fucks everyone and like isn't a good dad.
Yeah, is a terrible dad. Doesn't even fuck. I would say he fucks everything. He fucked a horse.
Yeah.
He's fucked a cow.
Well, yeah, he's Zeus. Like he's bored. You live
Yeah.
forever. You're gonna fuck some shit.
That's fair.
You created everything.
That's fair.
You know, just like God. Look what God did.
Well, he only fucked one lady.
No, how do you think we got beetles and other cool giraffes? He fucked some stuff.
Huh.
Dolphins.
I wonder.
He fucked a shark.
I wonder where in this conversation we landed at blasphemy. But I think
Yeah.
it's when I said Allah was white.
Well, Allah isn't real. We all know that. There's only one God, and his name's Henry. Henry Cavill.
Henry Cable is God.
You know the guy?
Yeah. Superman.
Who else would it be?
Fair. You played Superman.
Like that's all it's like.
Yeah, you got me. I mean, that's just as convincing as any other thing. Oh, you telling me? Or some guy with a beard while I'm sitting at mosque. It's the same shit. Mosque is just a podcast with less advertisers.
Oh, look at you going at the Church of Brown.
I mean, this also works for church. Religion is just a podcast.
No, good black church is right.
I think black church is fun. I don't know if it's right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, the most fun one is the right one for sure. Because black church also whoever has the best singers.
Yeah, but then the most fun one is like the one where there's like a cult where you get to just fuck everybody.
No, it's good singing.
No, it's definitely that.
No,
It's definitely that. I would absolutely be in a cult where everyone just fucks everybody constantly.
Rather than going to a church where a bunch of fat black women sing in ways you never heard.
Yeah. Oh, would I rather have the greatest church experience? Would I rather have the greatest religious experience of all time or a nightmare? That's what you're asking me.
Wait, you talking about the sex is a nightmare?
No, I'm talking about the black women singing to me.
Because you're scared of big black women.
Yes.
But that's your own personal fear.
They're too confident.
that's your own personal fear that you got to get over.
Yeah, well, if I had to choose, I would still go cult that fucks everyone constantly.
What if the cult is all fat black women?
You know what? We'll put this. If they fuck, then I'll think about it. We'll put this in our poll. Cult where people fuck or black women? Your choice.
No, it's not. That's not the question.
That's gonna be the poll.
question was
it's gonna be
singing
cult where people
choir.
fuck or black women. That's
awful because everyone's gonna choose this horrible thing and make black women feel bad.
Yeah, sometimes life is exactly what you expect.
No, but it's Black Women's Year. Have you not heard WAP? It's our time. It's our time.
It's not your time.
It's Black Women's time.
It's not. I mean, not if you look at the COVID statistics.
Dude, you stop. We're about to be vice president. We have the best song out in the world.
Hey, you're about to share vice president with us. Don't forget it.
What do you mean?
She's half Indian.
That's not the important part.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about that part. Everybody's talking about the black part.
I know, but I won't let you forget.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying there's reasons why she's allowed to be what she is.
You're a monster.
What is I supposed to do you a favor?
No, you're a monster man. I just want you to know that. You're a monster man with monster qualities. You do me a favor?
Yeah.
Since we're talking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's my segue. And since we're talking about stuff,
yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what you think in a movie, what happens in a movie that you've never seen?
Mm-hmm.
You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Even though it might make you look dumb?
Oh, it's definitely going to make me look dumb.
But you're okay with this?
I've come to terms.
You're a bold man, dude.
I've come to terms. Brown.
You're right. I do get that word confused.
Yeah. And I got to dance for the cameras.
Durka.
Durka. I did 9/11, Durka.
You did. As you insult black women. Enough about that.
All right.
Enough about some of the racist things that are said, and more about you telling me what you think happens in The Prince of Egypt.
Fuck. Who knows, Who knows? I've never come at it from that angle. Who knows?
Yo, you're actually right for the first time.
Yeah.
Because that, it's like, well, damn, every movie, it's like, yeah, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, like you see it, but like, do you truly get it?
Who knows?
Right? Who knows? But if I had to guess.
But if you had to guess.
If I had to guess.
Because I like that as an answer, and you're correct there. But if you
Okay.
had to guess, let's see how you do here.
All right. So we started on a guy flying a plane but not learning how to land.
Well, you stop.
They were Egyptian. Okay, I know this is an animated movie, and the guy is brownish, brown. Although in the live action version, there was a big uproar that he wasn't brown. So the Prince of Egypt is fuck. I was pretty much about to start describing Aladdin. Okay. Relax. Breathe. How does this go? All right. So you have a prince, and he is supposed to.
You are the funniest person of all time. Keep going.
Be the next pharaoh or the next king or whatever. We'll say it's pharaoh. Definitely pharaoh. But he is.
Oh my God! Keep going.
He is, at home, and he's just a prince, and so then he just goes on swashbuckling adventures.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Across Egypt
Keep going.
to find himself, and then
Dude, what in the fuck?
and then,
Keep going.
yeah, he comes back from his adventures and he takes his rightful heir as the pharaoh, but he he mixes with the common people. He knows what the
What
world's
was the
about.
conflict?
It's just the adventures. There's different conflicts, different.
Oh,
things.
there's different conflicts.
Yeah. And maybe there's some guy, there's like a Jafar-esque guy who wants power and he's trying to get rid of said prince. And that's the Prince of Egypt.
Oh my God! And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm acting like the listeners are also like, wait, what in the fuck does he think Prince of Egypt is?
Yeah, that's what clearly I told you.
A swashbuckling tale that's kind of like Aladdin, but not Aladdin.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, how? Yo, this one, because I knew. This is why I guess because bro, there's well, there's no way. Some movies I come in, I'm like, oh, I know he's gonna know about what it is, so that's why I'm doing it.
Right.
I would have again lost all my money gambling today if this would have been a bet. Like, hey, does Ehsan know about this? I'd have been like, 100%.
I know clearly.
I know you just told me.
Yeah, I know nothing about
Unless
this
you just
movie.
lied to me.
Yeah.
And you know nothing.
I know zero about this movie.
You didn't know one thing.
No.
You didn't know one thing.
No.
But I can't believe I would have lost so much money if this was a bet, bro.
Yeah.
I'd have bet my gun to my head, nigga. Ehsan know about this movie. I'd have been like, everyone knows about what this movie is about. Like what it's about, yeah.
No idea.
You're about to within 3 seconds.
I know. I remember. You know what's funny? I remember seeing the ads for this and the not the ads, but just seeing pictures and stuff of it and the live action. And I never was interested. I don't give a fuck about Egypt.
That's so funny that you keep saying that's what it's about. You ready to find out what this is about?
Let's do this.
Because that's what's in your head, but was not you gotta stop that. It's not about that. You ready?
Okay.
Oh, this has made it way more exciting to tell.
Okay.
Because now, also once we get into it, you're gonna be like, no. I'm like, oh yes.
Uh-huh.
These are words coming across. The movie starts.
Mm-hmm.
The motion picture you are about to see is an adaptation of the Exodus story.
This is about Moses?
While artistic and historical license has been taken,
Wait, so the artistic license is we made him brown?
we believe that this film is true to the essence and values and integrity of a story that is a cornerstone of the faith for millions worldwide. The biblical story of Moses can be found in the book of Exodus. The Prince of Egypt. You excited? You ready for this? That's why I was like, you didn't know what this is about? This is about this.
No, I had no idea. Clearly. What? I would have never guessed. It makes sense why they made him white in the live action.
Oh, dude, we're about to get into some fun. You ready?
Yeah.
The music in this is awesome. You see clouds of dust. You see slaves in the mud. stomping in the mud. Sand. And he seems to throw in sand. Straw. And you see them building Egypt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sand and wood and raise it up. Straw. Faster. Faster. Whoosh, whoosh. Dun, 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 dun. And you see the slaves, right? And it's the salt and sweat of our brow. Bum, 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 bum. Deliver us. Deliver us to the land you promised us. Dun, 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 dun. Deliver us. Deliver us. Deliver us. What? Yeah. You didn't know that they made this into a musical?
Yeah, I know. I'm dealing with a lot right now. So it's the story of Moses that's also a musical.
Yes.
Okay. So there's going to be...
You're going to love this movie also. The animation in the movie is actually amazing.
Okay.
But we're about to have way more fun doing this.
Okay. It's, I'm just seeing it in my head. I'm just like, damn, what they're going to be singing about in the future.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the story.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know the ending of this.
Oh, my firstborn's dead. My firstborn's dead. My firstborn's dead.
So you see this mom singing in your language, in brown people language, as she puts her kid, as she's like...
and they're brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she brown or is she white?
They're all brown.
They're all brown, okay.
They're all brown. So we see a light brown.
Mm-hmm.
A nice light brown.
Lightest brown, obviously.
But brown.
But it is an artistic license, of course. They wanted you to know that we're making up the fact that these people from the Middle East are brown. We all know that they're white.
So we see a lady singing like Akurakam Lachilachu Achlinamon Lachin. And then she starts singing in English, which is weird. It's like, why would you mix it up? But in English, perfect thing. No accent. I have nothing I can give.
Oh, dude, they should have already. They should have just gone full Passion of the Christ with this.
What you mean?
A whole thing in Aramaic.
Oh yeah, nigga, with subtitles. Yeah. I have nothing I can give, but this chance you may live. And we see her running through the city with her she has the baby, and he has an older brother and sister.
Okay.
They like kids too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his baby's being snatched out of houses. You know, they're looking for her.
Okay.
You know the story, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be,
They're looking for this chosen one. This prophecy. They're looking for this chosen one, right? And
just
throwing
Moses
babies out
is
of
Harry
houses.
Potter.
And Jesus.
Yes.
This happens a lot.
And Neo.
This happens all the time. So, I mean, it just keeps happening. So
and Air Bud.
Yep, and Air Bud. Oh, my God. It happened twice in Air Bud.
Yeah.
So we see them run out to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom's singing as she puts him in the basket. And she sings to the river, be gentle and let him go. And she sets him off, right? And the basket almost gets eaten by fucking alligators and hippos. And it almost like gets rowed over like by people rowing their boats and shit. And the sister's like running down the bay following it this whole time, right? Mm-hmm. And then while this happens, it finally gets knocked over into like the side like of a river into like a bank, and then it flows into like where the kings would live,
right?
Like the royal area, palace area, and then it flows all the way up to this woman, and you see this woman with a little boy with a side ponytail. He's got his ponytail coming out the side, right? And the sister's watching, and she sees because the mom picks her up, and she's like, "Brother, you're safe now." And the Egyptian queen's like, she kisses the baby, and she takes it in, and she's like, "But someday you'll deliver us too." She fades into a lot of pressure.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking from the king's perspective of this story, that I never truly got. Right. So there's a chosen one that's born. There's a prophecy, right? It's a baby. All of a sudden, a baby.
Yep.
Floats into your royal area.
Yes.
I'd be like, oh, that's the chosen one.
Yeah, that's it. That's him. Gotta kill him.
Yeah. Let's kill this fucking baby. I would be like, what a gift from God that this random baby has floated into my area at the same time as this process. At the same time as this prophecy.
I mean, I'm killing babies today, right now, actively.
Yeah. And so why would this baby be any different? There's a lot of things about the Pharaoh. If we were to really break down that story, the Pharaoh's dumb and God is an asshole.
Well, God's always an asshole in every
God
story.
is Old Testament, New Testament. God really chills out, but God is an asshole.
Kills his son.
Yeah, but that's also himself. So
It's a lot.
there's you have agency of your own life in that sense. But what I'm saying, God is an ass. God is an asshole in this story. So I wonder how if that's portrayed in the movie.
The mother's like, "Come, Ramses. We will show Pharaoh your new baby brother, Moses." And they walk off.
Okay.
Cut to the next scene. They're older now. Now they're old, and they're kart racing. All right.
Right.
Like they're kart racing through the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like on horses and shit, being reckless. Moses, the star of this movie,
Right.
voiced by actor Val Kilmer.
Love it. I love it. Love it.
Ramses.
Iceman, Moses, and Batman.
Yep.
What a career.
Ramses, our second lead in this,
Yes.
voiced by Voldemort himself,
Wow.
Ralph.
Rafe.
Rafe Phineas.
Rafe. Wow. Look at you. Always the bad guy. Yeah.
And they're going through the city, and this is how they're talking to each other, bro, and I'm not lying. They're racing. You almost killed me. Oh, come on, Ramses. It's fun. Oh, fun is what you want, hey? This is them flying through the city. Moses, Ramses.
Oh, God, if I was a common man, I'd be like, look at these fucking royal assholes.
No, fool. Why are these niggas laughing like what?
Like villains. Yeah.
Moses, oh, Ramses.
Oh,
Bro, these are too brown. These niggas is brown, though.
that's a good point.
That's why I'm like, bro. Moses. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, bro. You telling me this nigga's name is like Ramses Ra Allah the son Ashanabir, and he's like Moses.
I sound like a white guy from the suburbs.
Dude. Also, the Rafe dude sounds kind of British.
That's
So you're
amazing.
like, wait a minute, one of these niggas kind of has a British undertone.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Well,
That's amazing.
I swear to God. So while they're running around being reckless, they fuck up like a whole statue, right? And like almost damn near kill like 100 slaves doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Just like fuck it up. And they get into trouble, right? And then they go see their father, you know, King whatever, King Ra-Da, Baba-Da,
Okay.
voiced by none other, of course, because who else would you get to voice the king of an Egyptian, you know, the pharaoh, other than Patrick Stewart?
Wow, what a cast.
Why? Oh yeah. Oh, this movie made too much money.
Right.
But why? Who else would you get?
Right. Well, there's no one. There's no
to voice the pharaoh,
of a Middle Eastern.
other than a man who talks like this. Well, I'm Professor X. It's like, what? Ramses, one link can break the chain of a mighty destiny. And we are a dynasty. You ought to be the sun and the moon, Ramses. Now go. And Ramses is like, he's all disappointed. And Moses is like, Father, it was my fault. You must you be so hard on him, Father? Moses, you will never have to carry the burden I will pass to Ramses. He must not be led astray, even by you. I believe in him, Father. The whitest thing.
So fucking white.
I like it.
Yeah, you racist.
I'm white.
I know, racist.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I can be black and white. I get to choose.
Yeah, you can also be racist.
Oh, well, that's not a choice, though. You're born that way.
Well, that's a good point.
The white-black thing. Everything's a choice. Gender. I believe in him, Father. Just give him an opportunity. Maybe I will, Moses. But you go now.
You little rascal. You scamp.
You tiger.
That's the energy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a white dad.
Yeah.
Also, they make Pharaoh look so, like, chill. Like, I'm sure this nigga was an asshole, fool. Anyway, Moses goes to talk to Ramses, right? And he cracks jokes because Ramses is all down on himself. And he pulls, to make him laugh, he pulls pranks on the Pharaoh's two assistants, like his two highest assistants.
Right.
Hotep and Huey.
Okay.
Played by none other. I mean, the guy's name's Hotep.
Yeah.
Hotep, and then Huey, 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 and who else would you get to play these two guys?
Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick.
No, extremely close. Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Okay. All right. So another famous pair. Yeah. Actually, that wasn't far off.
Extremely famous pair.
Yeah.
It's probably the most famous pair, though.
Right.
I said Steve Martin, y'all.
Yeah. I went with Timon and Pumbaa. Or no, not Nathan Lane. Was that Timon and Pumbaa?
But did you? I said Steve
Martin is in this movie.
Martin is in this movie.
Yeah. And he plays a guy named Hotep.
Yes.
Hollywood. Fuck yeah.
Dude, 1998, bro. Get it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we weren't even on people's mind. Like as a unit of entertainment, we weren't on people's minds till 9/11.
Yeah. What's even more annoying is the black people did the soundtrack to this. By black people, I mean Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So the soundtrack is unreal.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just get black people to do the voices?
Don't be dumb.
Hmm?
Don't be dumb. Name 3 black people.
I already named the only 2 I know.
Exactly.
And I don't even know if Mariah Carey's black.
Yeah, what? You know, what's going on there?
We discussed that in Precious already.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear that discussion, go listen to the Precious
Refer
episode.
to, look in the footnotes.
So, they're laughing, right? And then Moses goes, oh, I'm glad I got you having a good time, brother. And he's like, why? He's like, because we're late for the banquet. And he's like, oh, God, Moses! And they run and they go to this banquet that they're late for. And right when they walk in, all of Egypt is there. And they all cheer like, ah. And the mother walks over and she's like, Ramses, your father just promoted you to like whatever position, right? And the mother.
The corporate ladder.
Corporate ladder of pharaohs.
Yeah, pharaohs.
And the mother, played by none other than
Assistant to the regional manager.
Helen Mirren.
Okay. Jesus, what was their budget? $1 billion? What the fuck? What is this cast?
The budget was the power of the white man.
Well, yeah. yeah.
Unlimited money.
Yeah.
So he thanks his father, and to give his son a gift, they make the Hotep and Huey guy do like magic for and they present. They do like some magic and present out of nowhere this beautiful girl from the desert.
Okay.
All right, her name's Zipporah. All right, played by, and she's the lead in this movie, like the lead girl.
Yeah.
Played by none other. I mean, her name is Zipporah, spelled with Tzipporah. Zipporah. Played by none other than
Stephen Hawking.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
Close. You were actually close. Michelle Pfeiffer is
Zipporah.
As she would be.
Yeah.
As she should be.
Yeah.
And as she is. Yeah. She's all feisty, right? She's like a desert girl. And she's talking all this shit, right? And Moses is trying to get her to calm down. And like, while doing this, he like embarrasses her and like makes her like trip in a bunch of water. And everybody's laughing and cheering because she's just a desert person.
Yeah.
And everybody's laughing and cheering. And Moses, like, he's kind of disappointed because his mom's disappointed in him. And Ramses is like, oh, Moses, you know how to make me feel better. And he's like, send this bitch to Moses' chamber so he can rape her at his leisure. He doesn't say that, but that's what the
vibe.
The sentiment
That's the
would
vibe.
be. I mean,
Okay.
what else would the sentiment be?
Right.
To send her to his chambers, right? And he goes, my first act as regent. That's what he gets promoted to, regent. As regent is to promote Moses as
assistant to the regent.
Assistant to the regent. And to promote Moses as my assistant to the royal architect.
Oh, it's close.
So Moses goes to his room to apologize to the bitch, right?
Right, to the sand person.
Sand lady. And she's
sand gook,
as we call them.
Yeah.
She's escaped.
Oh no.
And he's like, what the fuck? And he looks down and he sees her like leaving with the camel, so he kind of follows her. And when he follows her, he notices she's about to get caught by these 2 soldiers, and he like gets the attention of the soldiers.
Right.
And like she sees this. He like helps her get away. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then
It's a big deal.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, huge. He was about to rape her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For her, it's like, oh, it's a big change in my night.
Turnaround.
For
yeah,
her, this is a big turnaround.
For him and her.
Yeah, so he follows her all the way out, right? And he sees these 2 people like give her like water and like food. These 2 like kind of Hebrew slaves. And then he follows her past them, and then like she like heads off into the desert. And he kind of just like looks at her and smiles, right?
Right.
Right then the girl runs up. Her name is Miriam.
The girl?
This girl runs up.
Oh,
right?
just a
the girl,
girl.
the slave girl just helped her.
Oh, okay.
Right? She sees Moses run like walk, and she looks at him like she recognizes him. And she walks up to him, and her name's Miriam.
Okay.
Voiced by none other than
Sharon Stone.
Sandra Bullock.
Okay. Jesus. Jesus, the stars just keep piling up on this. My God.
Ehsan, it's never going to stop.
Okay.
Just so you know, at no point will it stop.
Okay.
At no point will you hear her name, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
So, she freaks out about seeing him and realizing who it is. And she's like, oh my God, Aaron, to her. She's like, Aaron, her older brother. Look, I told you he would return. I told you he would return. You care about our freedom. I knew it. And the brother, Aaron, is like, whoa, shut up. And the brother, Aaron, voiced by none other,
Matt Damon.
Jeff Goldblum.
Okay. I mean, another A-list star.
There's no B-list.
Yeah, that's what I like this guessing game. I don't know.
Because it's like you said Matt Damon. It's like, oh, Jeff Goldblum. Oh, okay, well, I don't even know.
Yeah, what? I mean, I wasn't right, but was I wrong?
Exactly.
Right.
Jeff Goldblum's still an A-list reference.
Yeah.
That's how you know you, like, nigga, if you can say Jeff Goldblum on stage with any joke or any reference, and people are going to be like,
I understand. I see the face.
I see the face. I know the voice.
Mm-hmm.
I know how he talks. Yeah, all that. She's like, you're here. You must know the truth. And she touches him. And Moses is like, hands off me, slave. Right? And she's like, my dear prince. Aaron's like, my dear prince. But I'm so sorry. He's talking like Jeff Goldblum. He's like, right. Dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. And he goes, Moses, you're no prince of Egypt. You're born of our mother. That's who you are. Moses is like, you've gone too far, you stupid fucking slave bitch.
Yeah.
You will be punished. And then she's like, no, your mother drifted you away to save your life. And he goes, save my life from who? And she goes, your father. You will regret this night. And he's about to strike her down. And then, like, he looks at her and he storms off. And he's, like, so mad. And then Miriam starts singing the song, like, from the... Deliver us. We come back home. And then he hears it and he stops. And it freaks him the fuck out. And he starts running. Mm-hmm. Right? And he goes back into his room and he looks at all of his amazing royal possessions. And he's like, this is all I've ever wanted.
Sure.
All I've ever known. Alabaster stone. This is all I ever wanted. This is my home. And he starts singing about all these great dope shit that all these amazing rich things he has, right?
Right.
And he's like, and anyone who doubts this, they couldn't be more wrong. I'm a sovereign prince of Egypt, and it's all I ever wanted. And he sits down, and I think Moses realizes it's not all he ever wanted.
Oh no, Moses. Oh no.
Yeah. See, in our version of the Bible, you just kind of you never go this deep into it.
Yeah.
You never think about the time Moses sings to himself.
And like, no, I'm having a crisis of
eternal
conscience.
crisis.
Yeah. He just sort of. The Bible is weird in the sense that it just moves really quick, but it doesn't at the same time.
That's so long, but it moves fast when it happens.
Here's the problem with Exodus as like a literary thing.
Uh-oh.
Is that the so like this, like the stuff that's interesting, like is how does Moses feel about stuff? It doesn't go into. But do you want to know how many cubits a tabernacle is? Well, here's 7 pages on the schematics of a tabernacle.
Well, that's because when you make a story up, Ehsan,
so this would be
you
like...
don't have all the information.
Yeah.
Whereas when you look at actual cubics, you can get all the information.
So this would be like, at this point, if this truly followed Exodus, it would spend about 2 seconds on this and 3 seconds on how everyone looked at that party earlier. And that would be 30 minutes. How this person was wearing this, and was from this family, and this person was wearing this, and for this family, and this person was wearing this, for this. What I'm trying to say is, how the fuck did it ever take off as a book? Were books so bad that they're just any sort of descriptiveness?
There weren't books.
That's fair.
This was book.
Yeah.
This was book 1.
We've come a long way.
Oh, yeah, dude. Harry Potter's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is a lot better than Exodus was. But any book of Harry Potter up against Exodus, oh my God. Harry Potter for sure. Yeah.
Now, what about up against Revelations? Because that book goes hard.
You know what's funny? Revelations is one of the ones I haven't read.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, well,
it's one where all the fun stuff happens.
That's the big one. I guess I've been sort of saving it for a special situation. I was actually gonna, when I go home, I'm definitely gonna read the Bible and the Quran just to see.
For a special situation,
yeah.
It's so funny.
I'm gonna read through both those books just to
just to prove them both wrong.
Just to be like, I can't. I will say this: the worst thing for some people, the worst thing for faith is to read the books.
Oh God!
Because it'll be like what?
Because you see what you want.
Yeah, in the first 10 pages of the Quran, they're like, remember to always respect Jews, and like, how did we miss this?
Oh,
how
did
we miss this?
They interpret it differently. By respect, kill.
Yeah.
Kill is respect.
That's the big thing. It's like you make sure people in the book, Christians and Jews, they're just like you. And it's like, well, that's sentence 10, dude. It's not far off.
Oh God! So Moses falls asleep.
Right.
After singing a sad song, and he has a dream where the walls, like the wall hieroglyphics, become real, and you see his dad telling the soldiers like chase him, right? And he runs through the walls, and then he sees killing people, babies getting thrown and getting killed, and as he runs, he sees his mom and his brother running, and he's like, what? And he sees them put him in a sea, and then he wakes up, and he runs down the hall, the actual halls, and he looks all through stuff, and then he finds the story, like not the story of him, obviously, but the story of like what of the Pharaoh did, of killing all the babies, right? Because that would be on its history, so that's on the walls,
right?
And he's heartbroken. He just drops to his knees, right? And then that's when the Pharaoh walks up, Patrick Stewart, and he's like, Pharaoh Stewart. And he's like, he like grabs his head and like rubs it. And he goes, and he's like, Father, why would you do this? You don't understand, Moses. They might have risen against us. For the greater good, sacrifices must be made. And he hugs him.
It's a little more Magneto than Professor X, if I had to say so myself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Father. And he goes, oh, my son. They were only slaves. And Moses goes, like that fucks him up, right? And he like pushes off and he's like, no. And he runs away.
Right.
Right? And the dad's like, Moses, Moses. And he sits where he was found, like on the river, right? And he talks to his mom. He's like, Mom, why did you choose me? And the mom's like, we didn't. The gods did. This is your home, Moses. Here the river brought you. This to be your home. For you to know the truth. Now forget and just be content. That line fucked me up.
It's true.
And he starts crying and she just hugs him. Be content.
That is a conversation that's really happened between like kings and their sons.
Like, hey, just be content.
Yeah, hey. Look the other way, baby.
So the next day, Ramses has the slaves working extra hard to build this grand temple that he wants, right? And Moses walks up and he's seeing the Hebrews get beaten.
Right.
Like now he's noticing it. He's seeing the whips, he's seeing the back marks, he's seeing the fucking like unreal human things that being put on them, you know? And Moses starts trying to talk to him about stuff, and he's kind of like Ramses starts talking to him about stuff, and Moses, he's just not there. He's just noticing all this stuff. And he looks up and he sees the girl who said was his sister and his brother. Right? And he sees her trying to stop this guard from literally whipping a man to death. And I mean whipping this nigga to death. Like on some Django shit. Like, I don't know how this got passed through the animated world.
Dreidel Unchained?
Dude.
Dreidel Unchained.
Dreidel Unchained,
That's
bro.
what that's whatever I make a Moses movie, that's what it's going to be called. Dreidel Unchained.
And Moses comes back and kicks fucking ass. Dude.
Yeah. With a shotgun.
Not fucking the plagues.
Harriet Tubman style.
Fuck 10 plagues.
Yeah.
10 AR-15s.
Yeah. No. He goes through 9 plagues, and they're like, "What's gonna be the 10th plague?" And then Moses puts on some sunglasses and goes, "I'm the 10th plague." It's a good movie.
Dreidel Unchained.
Yeah.
Coming this fall.
Fast and the Furious presents Dreidel Unchained.
Fast and the Furious and director Michael Bay. So, like they're beating the shit out of this nigga, and Moses is like, "Hey, stop that! Leave that man alone!" And Ramses is like, "Moses, what are you doing? Come on, he's just beating a man to death. Relax." Right, and Moses comes up and he wrestles the nigga off him, and he throws him off this bridge. So the soldier now falls like 10 stories to his death.
Oh, damn.
Right?
Moses, calm down.
And the guards are like, "Who did this? Who did this?" And of course, all the slaves are looking up at Moses, and he's like, and he takes off running. And Ramses grabs him, and Ramses like, "Hey, calm down!" And he's
it's
like,
just a soldier.
Yeah, he breaks away and he like keeps running from him, right? And then Ramses gets on a horse and like follows him and finally stops him. He's like, "Moses, wait!" He's like, "I killed a man. I killed him." And he goes, "We will take care of that. It's not a big deal." And he's like, "It is a big deal. I killed a man with my own hands." He's like, "I will make it so it never happens, Moses. It's fine. I am Egypt, the morning and evening star." And he's like, "It doesn't matter." He goes, "I say you're innocent, Moses. You're innocent. What you say doesn't matter. I can't stay here. Everything I know is a lie." "What are you talking about, Moses? Go ask the man I once called father." "Moses." And he runs away. "Moses!" Ralph is the shit. Rafe is the shit.
This
dude.
is a big shift in his life just off one interaction with a slave.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, it's like the one I once called father. It's like, dude, you're an adult. You know.
He was your dad.
Yeah, also, yeah.
You was your dad. You were when you were met, you were like a couple days old, newborn.
Yeah.
He raised you. You're like 20 something.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is your dad. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, like I get that, like, now you're looking at the slaves as people for the first time. I get how, like, that can happen because people don't look at slaves as people. I mean, come on, look at the clothes we're wearing. But at the same time, it's like you knew the horrible shit. You're 20-something years old.
Yeah, you
knew he wasn't like a good guy.
Preach on it.
Yeah.
Preach on it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, this one potentially crazy woman is like, "You're my brother."
She could just be a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah, or she could be, insane because she's a slave and her whole life has been miserable, and now
she saw you and just freaked the fuck out.
And now she's created a world in her head to like where, oh, my brother is secretly a pharaoh, and she's gonna get me out of this, and that's the world she chooses to live in to cope.
Not
with
that
the
my
fact.
brother really rode down that river and then just drowned immediately.
Yeah.
Like immediately, obviously.
Yeah.
Just drowned. She pushed him away, and I saw the basket just go. Bloop, 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 bloop. It was like, oh, I did not float how he thought. So we see Moses going through the desert for days, right? And he takes off all his Egypt shit and his wig. He had a wig on the whole time, by the way. I should mention that. He has a wig. He has like long hair.
Yeah.
And now he's got regular like hair, like this, just coarse hair. And
a Jufro.
And he takes off everything except his ring. That him and Ramses, they have these rings, and he doesn't take that off. Like he's about to, and then he's like, he keeps that on.
Yeah, it's not Ramses' fault.
No, it's not Ramses' fault. Sandstorm comes, and
he's
just
the
like
fucking sun
and the evening
and
star.
the moon and the evening star.
Yeah, I will make it not so. So a sandstorm like comes like a wall, and he just like he's so tight, he just embraces it, and it pretty much covers him. Right, this camel walks by and like sees his hair and like picks it up like thinking it's grass, and it like rips him. He's like, ah, because it like, and he comes up and he sees the water on this camel, and he's like, and he kind of grabs onto it, and the camel just drags him all the way to like a watering hole.
Yeah.
And then he gets up and he just starts fucking drinking like the fuck out of it, right? And as he's drinking, he looks up and he notices some bad men messing with some kids. And Moses is like, okay. And then he sees their camels, and he like unties them and lets their camels loose. And they run away. He's like, "These yours?" And they like, "No!" And they run off after the camels. And the kids are like, "Thank you." And Moses is like, "No problem." And he's so tired, he falls back into the well.
Okay.
Right? And the kids are like, and they're trying to help him get him out. Zipporah walks up.
Okay.
"Hey, what are you kids up to?" "We're just trying to get the funny man out of the well." "What?" And then she helps him get out. And then right when she helps him out, she sees him and she's like, "You," and drops him back in the well. Right? And walks off. And then one of the kids is like, "That's why Papa says she ain't never gonna get married." That's what we call a burn.
Yeah.
A solid 74 snaps.
Yep.
So they take him back to their like thing, right? And they clean him up. And the father comes in. His name is Jethro, this big guy. And he's like, "I gotta hug ya." And the father, voiced by actor, you're never gonna guess this one.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
No.
No.
Want to keep going?
No.
Danny Glover.
Whoa.
That's why I said you would never, because you weren't going to think black men.
I wasn't going to think black people at all.
But Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Another Danny movie.
Yeah.
Yo, all these people, have they all been in our movies? Because we've done Danny, Angels.
Mm-hmm.
We've done, obviously, Ralph, even with the bonus. We did Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We've done Val Kilmer with Batman and, what was the other one?
We've done Patrick Stewart.
What was the other Val Kilmer one we did?
We did 2 Val Kilmers?
We just do one. Just Batman.
I think we just did Batman. We might have done
just
another.
Batman.
Yeah, we've done Patrick Stewart.
What's Patrick Stewart?
The one where he's a book.
Page
Master.
We've
Yeah.
done Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No.
We have not done Michelle
I
Pfeiffer.
don't believe we have not done Michelle
And
Pfeiffer.
Helen Mirren.
No.
We haven't done her
I
yet.
don't believe we've done Helen Mirren.
We have now. We have done these ladies now.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have. Helen Mirren, call me.
So they take him to like a big dinner. What is that noise?
What?
The dinging that's going off constantly.
I don't hear it.
I hear it every 5 seconds. It's killing me.
I literally don't hear dinging.
It's like ding, like a phone. That's what I thought it was my phone. Like, what the fuck is that?
Maybe it's my.
Is it your phone?
No, because my phone, these chats.
I just
that I
heard it
have-
again.
Yeah, it's not my laptop. I don't hear shit.
I hear it, bro. It's somebody's phone's going off constantly.
Well, is it yours?
It has to be mine. That's why I'm like,
Do you want to go
Yeah,
check
hit
it?
pause.
I'm gonna hit. You know, I'm gonna keep this going by myself to make it easier for me to edit. It's definitely not my laptop. Yeah, guys, welcome to Ehsan Stalls for Time. Yeah, oh, I hear it now. Is it coming from my room? Maybe it's my laptop. Why the fuck would that be my laptop? Here, you come back, and you keep it going. Yeah, what the fuck? Why is my laptop going nuts? But all my messages are on silent. Yeah.
because that was killing me. Sorry, guys. We have technical difficulties because Ehsan is a racist. And he's in a chat group with the Ku Klux Klan, and they keep messaging him. All right, you ready? All right, come back. Deliver us! The fuck? That was killing me.
Yeah, I don't
That was driving me crazy. 'Cause I was like, maybe that's my phone and somebody's hitting me the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
I literally have no idea what that could be from.
All right.
All my group chats are silenced on my laptop, so I'm like, oh, who the fuck is hitting me up?
That's why I was like, oh, somebody's going crazy out there.
Yeah, but it's not showing up on my phone. Anyways.
Where were we? Danny Glover just got there.
Danny Glover is there.
The dad.
Yes. Yeah.
He takes him to a big dinner, like where the desert people are, and the dad honors him for the kind deeds he's done.
Okay.
And Moses is like, I haven't done any kind deeds at all. I don't deserve this. He's like, what about the kind deed of you letting my daughter escape? The kind deed of helping these young girls like when they needed help. You know what I mean? And then he goes, Danny Glover goes, look at your life through heaven's eyes, and the music kicks in. Lie, 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 lie. It's like one of those African like kind of songs, like.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, well, they're the black guys, so they gotta make it African.
Dun, dun, yeah, exactly.
Right. I see you. I get it. I get it.
And we see him like getting close with the tribe as the song goes on. He like learns how to herd sheep, and he grows a big beard. And you know, lie, 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 lie. How do you judge a man? How do you judge what a man is worth through what he builds or buys? Look at your life through heaven's eyes. Dun, 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 dun. All the songs are awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I will admit,
Yeah.
they're
They're
not.
fun.
Yeah, they're really good. Like also,
Oh, my firstborn's dead. My firstborn's
getting
dead.
there.
My firstborn's dead.
also, I was about to say no on some real shit. Like not even because
Yeah.
jokingly, of course, it's funny, but the music is beautiful. Like I'm jokingly singing it, obviously, but when you see the movie, you'll see exactly what I mean. Like, oh, it actually sounds really amazing
Okay.
because it's not the actors.
Right.
They got
right,
black
yeah,
people to
yeah,
sing them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like somebody's talking, and then all of a sudden, this unreal voice kicks in.
Yeah.
So Moses,
Like Leslie Odom Jr. or something like that.
who?
I'm just trying to guess who it would be.
Who's that?
He's a jazz singer. Pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna look him up.
Because now you're not. You don't seem sure.
Yeah. Well, you not knowing him made me be like, am I sure?
Am I saying the right person?
Yeah.
You're thinking of just Lamar Odom's wife. I was like, yeah, dude. What?
No, Leslie Odom Jr. Yeah, he's an actor, Broadway actor. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is he singing in this?
That would be in the world of like I was just saying, thinking out loud.
Very possible.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not out of the world
It's
of
not.
possibility.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, Moses, song ends. You see Moses waking early in the morning to go herd the sheep,
Right.
and one gets away. He has to go get it, and he's like, "Oh, God damn it!" And he follows it up this mountain, and he goes into this cave, and he notices some light.
Okay.
You don't know what happens next?
Keep going.
Do you not know what happens next?
Is this the burning bush?
He walks onto a A burning bush.
Okay.
I was about to say, wow, you don't really know? I was curious.
Yeah. I thought
I was also wondering if you even knew, because you didn't say anything. I was like, oh, I wonder if he knows about this at all.
I thought the burning bush came later. I thought the burning bush was part of the whole trying to find the homeland saga.
Burning bush is in this part.
Okay.
Or the burning bush comes back. I'm pretty sure because the burning bush tells him to go free the people.
Okay.
And so it's like maybe the burning bush also.
Maybe there's
comes
yeah.
back.
In my head I had the burning bush and him coming out with the tablets, the Ten Commandments as close to each other.
Yeah. No,
But
he talks to God twice because God tells him to go free the people.
Okay.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they got it wrong in that the first time he tells him through a burning cactus.
I'm gonna go ahead and say they probably didn't get it wrong.
Yeah.
They probably didn't.
No, God talks to him twice, but I do wonder how he did. Now I'm like, no, he did talk to him for the Ten Commandments too. But I wonder, like, oh,
was that also burning bush?
a burning bush, or did they not specify? Did they just say God communicated with him?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The problem is
he's not here.
Yeah, he's not here, and this is a part of the Bible where they don't explain stuff. Now, if he was told through a tabernacle, I could tell you the exact dimensions of that tabernacle.
Also, I know the exact size and dimensions of the Ten Commandments, and I know the font.
Yeah,
but I do not know where he got the information.
Yeah, I know if it's 1.5 spacing or double spacing. They let you know.
All that.
Yeah, they let you know margin size. It's really, it's supposed to be one tablet, but God really cheated on the margin size and made it 2 tablets. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. If that's not relatable, you didn't go to school.
So he walks up on the burning bush.
Yeah.
He tries to light his staff, but it won't even burn. Mm-hmm. He's like, what the fuck? And then he hears a voice. Moses. Here I am. Take the sandals from your feet, for the place in which you stand is holy ground. Who are you? I am that I am. You know this is actually the words from the Bible, right?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
Who's playing?
Take the sandals
who's
off your
playing
feet.
God?
This is the holy stand, which is holy ground. That shit. I know that shit. Oh, that fucking limerick. Yeah, I got it. No, who plays God? No.
Oh.
No, God is literally just Val Kilmer. They got lazy with that one.
Oh, okay.
Or are they trying to say because that's where at first I was like, oh, they got lazy, and then I got a little deeper because I was high and I was like, oh, they're trying to say like how Moses is God and it's all one, and then I was like, no. Everybody's white. Just relax.
Right.
Don't get too deep on this.
Right.
Just relax. Everyone literally is lily white. What do you want with me? God says this, which I'm like, all right, God, why don't you relax? The oppression of my people in Egypt. I hear their cries. So I come to deliver them from slavery and bring them to a good land, a land flowing of milk and honey.
Oh.
I shall send you. Me? But God, who am I to lead these people? I will teach you what to say. But I can't, God. Who made the mouth and seeing the blind? And who made the mouth and the seeing and the blind? It's like, hey, God, the last one's not cool. You're not bragging anymore, Playboy.
I never put it together before, but oh my God, God is Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
Dumbledore's
trash.
God, fight your own battles. Are you sending this guy to fight a battle that you created?
God, I think I'm finding out all powerful beings are all powerful beings are all trash.
Yeah, they're garbage, dude.
Because I have a bad feeling that we're gonna watch Lord of the Rings, and we're all gonna find out Gandalf was really just a pedophile trash fuck. Who just wanted to fuck hobbits.
No.
That's what's we're gonna be like. Oh my, how did we miss this? That's what's happened every time.
No.
With these movies so far.
Don't tell me Gandalf is trash, but Dumbledore is trash.
He was trash. And he was. It's like I can't argue. It's not like I'm like, oh, Dumbledore was always trash. It's like, no, he used to be fucking awesome. Just like, The Office. Pam used to be awesome. I liked Pam. Kept watching the show, like rewatched the seasons multiple times, and then I was like, oh, Pam is trash. Pam's trash.
Oh no.
And the more you rewatch stuff, you really find out who's the actual trash.
Oh no.
And I am nervous that when we do Lord of the Rings, we'll find out it's Gandalf.
Yeah, so we need to we're gonna start this now. A list of characters that you thought were great but are actually trash. So
God,
God, Dumbledore, and Pam from The Office.
Yes.
Those are the 3 we know for sure.
For sure. Oh, I have proof.
Okay. I'm writing this down right. I'll remember those 3.
We have a document.
Yeah. All right, but I'm gonna write that down.
Like I write it in. It's like, well, we got it.
Yeah,
we got it. We got the footage. So, she goes, God's talking all this shit. I made the blind. Relax.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody cares about a 97. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the 100.
Yeah.
Also, you've already proven to us that you can make a fool person that can see. So don't brag to me about some person that also can't see.
Yeah, you got lazy.
Like, oh, what else can he do? Can he fly? No, he just can't see. Well, then you fucked up, is what you're telling me. You're telling me you fucked up? Like, what's the brag here?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. It's no brag. It's he takes enjoyment out of it. Old God is like Kiefer Sutherland. In Stand By Me.
You can't just say.
Yeah.
You can't just say.
God is
like Kiefer Sutherland,
and then just move on.
Just move on.
And let's move on.
You can't do that.
God is like Kiefer Sutherland. No context.
That's how you stop, and then your face is like, oh yeah. That's how you look like, oh yeah. You can't just say God is like Kiefer Sutherland, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's not that he's like. It's not that
he's like the guy from 24.
Yeah, no. He's especially in this story, and we'll talk about this later. When it comes up, he enjoys watching people go through pain. Old Testament God is like that. He's a sadist.
Sadist. That's what
he's absolutely a sadist.
Joffrey in Game of Thrones is the same thing.
Oh, I would say in terms of terribleness, God in Exodus is way worse than Joffrey.
No, because
I'm saying in Exodus.
Okay,
in Exodus.
Okay, that's fine.
God in Exodus is way more unlikable than Joffrey is, or is on that same level.
Not way more.
On the same level.
Joffrey sucks.
Yeah.
Joffrey has no redeemable qualities.
I would say Exodus God doesn't either.
He gets the Jews out.
He
gives Moses the powers. Like, he does something. Joffrey would have never done any of those things.
But okay, I was gonna bring it up when it came up, but I'll talk about it right now. The Pharaoh lets the Jews go so many times, and God hardens his heart. After every plague, God hardens his heart.
I know.
You don't need that. You don't need that. If you were a good guy, you let him. That's unredeemable. You gave Moses the power. You hardened the heart because you're getting a fucking boner.
As we're talking about this, I'm realizing, I'm sure God's up there like, wow, they really don't get that they just had free will. like he hardened his heart, or like, cause it's crazy for Moses to be like, God's hardening Ramsey's heart, and not to be like, this. I think this is just pissing Ramses off. I think Ramses is just getting pissed off.
Well, I'm going with what I'm reading.
No, I know I'm saying this. I'm talking about like if you break it down.
If you
break it down, bro. That's crazy to be like, to not just think you have something to do with this. You know what I mean? Just be like, God's hardening his heart. God's putting his powers on his fucking shell of his heart. It's like, or nigga, he doesn't want to lose the money that slaves bring in. It's always money. Am I wrong?
There is always that. But all I'm saying.
No, I'm not. I know what you're saying. Dude, I'm talking about just like why it's funny when you break it down.
Yeah.
When you break it down like the logistics, it's like that's hilarious. No, I know what you're saying. Absolutely. Yeah. God. It's like also God created the devil. Like, what games are we playing here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that what you're saying. Yeah. So, you see this nigga fucking. God tells him, go. Pharaoh. He's like, now go. He goes, Pharaoh won't. Moses like, Pharaoh's not gonna listen to me. And he's like, he says, so if he doesn't, I will hold out my hand and smite Egypt with my wonders. I like that he said wonders because it makes it fun.
Yeah.
Take the staff, and with it, Moses, you shall do my wonders. Wonders is a way nicer way to say murder.
Yeah, right.
It's like a way cooler way. It's like instead of saying serial killer,
you
say serial fun guy.
Yeah. Hey, do some magic tricks, not, hey, you want to be my hitman?
Yeah. You want to do some magic tricks for me? Ooh.
Yeah.
Way nicer than, hey, if I pay you this money, will you go kill this group of 4 people I don't like?
Right.
So, I shall be with you, Moses. Moses runs down the hill and he tells his wife and is all excited. And the wife's like kind of nervous and worried about him. He goes, but look at your family. They're free. I want my people to have what your people have, like just this freedom to just be in the desert, Mm-hmm. And he goes, that's why God's giving me this task. And she goes, well, I'm coming with you. And they head into Egypt.
Okay.
They head in. They pass all this fucked up slaves. You know what I mean? Just their backs are fucked up too. Like They show it. They show it in this animated version. Animated slave back. Everyone's staring at him. And he finally gets into the royal.
You know what's fucked up?
What's up?
Is that if this movie was about slaves, they wouldn't let that happen.
No, it's not about slaves.
Like about the American slaves? Yeah, they absolutely would not let that happen.
No, not unless you made it like rated R and like Django style.
Yeah. But for kids, hell no.
Fuck no.
No, they can't know.
That black people got mistreated?
Yeah.
Jews, yeah.
Of course. That's another story for another day.
Talk about that on another podcast episode. Because it always comes back up. So... we see, like, Ramses just, like, looking, and he notices it's Moses. And he goes, Moses? He's like, Ramses! Moses! And they run up and they hug. Look at you, Ramses, a pharaoh. And you, what are you dressed as? Moses, my God, what are these tethers? Right? And frightened Pharaoh's assistants, which are the two assistants, Steve Martin and them.
Yeah.
And they're still like, sire, Moses is due the death penalty still for murdering a soldier, And then Pharaoh's like, I am the morning and the evening, and I pardon forever all crimes he stands accused. He is our brother Moses, the Prince of Egypt. And everybody's like, ah. And then he looks at him. He's like, Ramses, in my heart, you're my brother, always. But things can't be as they were. I'm a Hebrew. And the God of the Hebrews came to me, and he commands you let his people go. Commands. I just love it, bro. Rafe don't know how to do nothing but be a villain.
Yeah.
The subtle laugh with the command. Like, yo, this nigga here, bro.
Even in, remember he was in Skyfall, I think? And he's like.
Yes, he is.
And he's like a good guy, but the whole time you think, is he a bad guy?
Is he a bad guy? Because he's talking like this.
Because I'm a Rafe Fiennes.
James Bond. Take my hand.
Yeah, then he saves James.
And he's
like, whoa.
It's like, who smirks last while they say, take my hand?
Yeah.
It's like, well, don't take his hand.
Yeah, right? Clearly, he's a bad guy. It turns out he's a good guy.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, he goes, commands, and he goes, behold, Moses is like, the power of God. And he sets his staff down, and he backs up, and the staff turns into a gigantic snake. Mm-hmm. Which is in the Bible.
Yes.
He's like, wow, impressive. That's impressive, Moses. And I'll play along, I guess. And then he has his assistants answer, and the assistants start doing magical charms and shit, and by the power of Ra. And they both start singing, you're playing with the big boys now. Whoosh, and they're doing all this magic as you're playing with the big boys now. And they make two snakes appear, and it's time to bow, Moses, because you're playing with the big boys now. And while they're singing, Moses' big snake eats their little snakes.
Okay.
Right? And then turns back into a staff. When it does, Moses grabs Ramses, and they go off to the side. Let's go one-on-one.
Right.
Let's try to really have a conversation. Ramses look. And he looks out into the city, and you see a bunch of slaves building everything. And he goes, what do you see? And Ramses looks, and he's like, a greater Egypt than that even of my father. Which is what else would he say?
Right.
That's on you. I'm kind of like him. What the fuck do you expect from him?
Yeah. Oh, people. Oh, no. Oh, this whole time, all I needed was someone to tell me to look. I never looked. This whole window was here. I never looked.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like, bro, what did you expect from this nigga? Fool? He's the fucking pharaoh.
He's the sun and the moon and the whatever the fuck.
And whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yo. And then and then Moses is like, well, that's not what I see, Ramses. And Ramses, I like this line. Ramses says, well, Moses, I can't worry about what you see.
Good fucking point.
I thought that was on some real shit. I was like, damn, that's actually the realest line in this whole movie.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? What you see?
Motherfucking pharaoh, bitch.
I'm trying to keep also the Egypt this powerful,
yeah.
This gigantic Egypt that we are, that I've built to this, that my father and his father, dude, I see that.
Right.
And you're asking me to see what you see?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's like, my nigga, this isn't about, I'm trying to keep the Egypt, because also his job is to keep Egypt going, not people.
Right.
It's like, oh, but the people, it's like, that's not his job. That's not what his father and all the fathers and all the pharaohs taught him before that. So, he goes, I bear the weight of my father's crown, Moses. And Moses goes, yeah, but he killed thousands of children. And then Ramses like, yes, but they were slave children. My people suffer, Ramses. And then Ramses is like, so you have truly just returned to free them. Like, it hits him like.
Well, okay, now Ramses, you're being dumb.
Now Ramses is like, because his Ramses like, what? We're not even going to play chess?
Well, kart racing?
Come on, do a car. Well, one car race.
Yeah.
And then Moses hands him his ring back. And Ramses is like, the fuck, man? This is important. Like I believe in this shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry. And Ramses gets all mad. And he goes, I don't know this God you speak of, and I will not let your people go. Ramses, listen to me. And he goes, as of today, your people's workload has doubled thanks to you and your God. And he storms off. And it hit me right there. I was like, wait, what was the slaves' workload? Was it not all work?
Yeah.
Did they have breaks?
Yeah.
What did he mean double? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm very confused.
Well, now you work 9 to 10.
They're like, the slaves are like,
no. All the time I had for activities and freedom is gone now. Thanks, Moses.
oh, my activity time.
Yeah.
But this was, so Moses is walking outside near where the Hebrews are, the slaves are, right? And they start throwing stuff at him. And his brother Aaron's yelling at him and like, you son of a bitch, we have to do double the work now, which is like, what?
Yeah.
And
how did news travel that fast?
Right? And he goes, I'm just doing what God told me. And he goes, when did God care about, and then Aaron, it's a great line, when did God care about any of us? You didn't care about any of us till you were a slave. And the sister's like, oh, Aaron, you shame yourself. This is Sandra Bullock. And then he looks, Moses is like, Miriam, I'm sorry. And he starts crying. And Miriam gives him a pep talk. And she's like, look, Moses, God clearly is never going to.
Damn, we're going to hit him in the mouth.
Pretty much. She says, God clearly will never abandon you because he didn't abandon you in a baby in the river. He didn't abandon you while you were in Egypt. He didn't abandon you when you left. He didn't abandon you when you came back. And he didn't abandon you when you were down to the Falcons
28-3.
28-3 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
God fucks with you, Tom Brady. Or Moses, whoever you are.
Moses, yeah.
So Moses rises up and he walks to the sea and he looks out and he sees, and the Jews all follow him, right? All the Jews follow him. And Ramses is out there with his son on the boat having fun. And he goes, Ramses, let my people go.
How is Ramses not arrested his ass yet?
Ramses ignores him, and Moses yells it again. And then Ramses tells his guards, bring him to me. I will not let this Hebrew nonsense continue. And all the guards jump off the boat and start swimming towards him. And Moses just stands there, right? And then you hear God's voice go, well, I guess Val Kilmer's voice. Take the staff in your hands, Moses. And he grabs it, and he puts it in the water. And what does all the water do? Son, do you know?
I actually don't know.
Turns to blood.
Oh, yeah.
So all the water turns to blood. And the soldiers, obviously, who are swimming, freak the fuck out.
Right.
And they swim back to the boat and they get on. And Ramses is like, what is this magic? You do it. And he looks at his assistants, and his assistants are like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then they do some magic, and they figure out a way to do it. And Ramses is like, he calms down. And then he's like, fuck you. It's still bullshit. My guys did it too.
Yeah.
He goes, this is all finished, Moses. And Moses goes, no, Ramses. It's only the beginning, which is never good when somebody says that.
Yeah,
line.
that's like, what is this, an action movie?
Whenever someone says, no, this is just the beginning, after someone else said this is over,
shit's about to go down.
that person, we're talking about at least 30 minutes of the movie left.
Right.
That line usually comes around.
Yeah.
Because it's not over. You feel like it's over because a lot has happened, but it's like, no. It's at least 30 minutes of this.
But hey, there's a whole act left.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The third act is a motherfucker every time. So, right then, Moses turns to his people and he goes, yes, Ramses does have power. And he can take away your food, your freedom. He can even take away your very lives. But he can never take away your history. No, he goes, he goes, but one thing they cannot take, your faith, your belief. We will see God's wonders. And then right then at the Holy Temple, we see 1 million frogs start coming into the royal halls. Oh, and the music gets in like this. Oh, like that kind of music. And then we see all the cattle start dying in Egypt.
Oh, damn.
Millions of frogs.
Damn, they're really going through these plagues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We see all the locusts come in. And we see Moses just standing upon a mountain. Once I called you brother. Making you laugh was all I ever wanted.
But now I'm here to fuck up your land and kill millions of people.
God's choice, not mine.
Yeah.
Even now, I wish God chose another, because this is the last thing I ever wanted. You see fire start falling from the sky.
Right.
This was my home. Locusts, crops, dead, fucking women. Getting fucked. No, I'm just kidding. We see everybody getting boils on their skin. You know,
Right.
all the plagues. Ramses too. He's getting hit with these motherfuckers. And then you see Ramses start singing, I used to call you brother. And I will never, never let your people go. And then they start singing at the same time. I will never let your people go. Doom. Right? So we see Moses and he goes to talk to Ramses.
Right.
And Ramses is like, get out. Get out of here.
How fucking kill this guy?
Ramses, we must bring this to an end.
Fucking just murder him. He's coming to you.
You're the Pharaoh, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Moses starts,
You're the sun and the whatever the fuck.
the sun of the evening and the star and the whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, whatever the fuck.
So Moses talks of old times.
Right.
There used to be kids, they used to just laugh and have fun. They start laughing. Why can't things be the way they were before?
You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all goes back to me in the end. Kept everything inside, even though I cried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time we fought. Yeah, that's what he goes into, right?
Close.
Okay.
Really, Ramses just, his son comes up
Oh,
and
okay.
his son goes, why is he here, Dad? He did all of this. He's like, yes, he did, son. Please, Ramses, let them go. Think of your son. You Hebrews, you're all trouble. My father had the right idea. And he looks at the big painting of the father killing all the babies. I will finish the job. There will be a great cry in Egypt like never before. Right? And then right then you see Moses walk away
But
sad.
you let Moses walk away.
He walks away sad.
You're going to kill all the Hebrews, but you're going to let the king of the Hebrews just sort of mosey on out of there.
Moses on out of there.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
I'm pretty funny.
God damn it.
So God came. Moses goes, God came to me again, saying, take a lamb's blood and mark the lintel post on every door. For tonight I will pass through Egypt and smite all firstborns. But when I see the blood upon the door, I will pass you. And you see Moses and like all the Hebrews putting the blood on the door.
Just slaughtering lambs.
Yeah. You know this wasn't God, right? This was literally also just Moses went and killed everyone who didn't have the blood on the door.
Yeah, Moses really just
story-
had a psychotic break.
Also, the story got way out of hand as time kept going.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, here we go.
So the city's super quiet. Super quiet. And you see the sky open up and a spirit comes out. And it starts spreading through the city super fast. And people like, the people who have the blood on their door hold up all terrified. And then the people who don't have the blood on their door, you see like kids sleeping and it goes through their house, bro. And you see the spirit go in the kid's body and like come out. And the kid's like,
Oh,
it shows this. This scene is fucking
graphic.
graphic, dude. Vicious
graphic.
slots of all this. And they show it. And it's all silent. There's no noise.
Right.
So you just see this.
Okay.
What the fuck is this? Right? And then it comes through the royal halls, and then you don't see that. You just see it comes through the royal halls, and then you see the spirit leaving like the royal palace and like heading away.
Okay.
Cut to, we see Ramses. And he walks in and he lays his son down on the tomb. And he's, obviously a little
Right.
broken up.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little choked up.
Yeah.
Moses walks up behind him.
Again, what are we doing? What, do you not have any guards? If I was in the royal court right now, politics wise, I'd be like, look at our pharaoh. Our pharaoh is weak. He lets the guy who killed his firstborn son just fucking walk up to him.
Because it's his brother. We should have killed him a long time. Pharaoh's it's too close.
It's too close. Like if I was in the royal court right now, I'd be like, oh, there's got to be a coup. Our firstborns are dead. This pharaoh's not killing this guy that's just walking into his arms.
So we have to kill the pharaoh and him.
We got to kill both of them.
And
but
I become the new pharaoh.
well, yeah, that's obviously then there'd be a whole power struggle. But
and then we keep these slaves working.
Yeah, if
most important.
Yeah, if his court does not think that way, his court is weak.
So we see, he lays his son down on the tomb, and Moses just walks right in.
Yeah,
and Ramses hears him, and he goes, "You and your people have permission to go." And then Moses doesn't say anything, and he tries to put his hand on Ramses' shoulder.
Right.
"Leave me!" And he starts crying. And Moses leaves, doesn't say anything. And you see Ramses holding his son, and as he holds him, he gets angrier and angrier. All right? Cut back to, we see Moses outside crying like a baby.
right.
Okay?
Because his nephew died.
Yeah, his nephew died. He didn't want that. I mean, he brought it upon him, but he didn't want it. I get it.
Yeah.
So he walks home, and Miriam sees him, right? And he's all sad, and she holds his head up. There can be miracles if you believe. You don't know this song?
No.
Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. Somehow you will. There can be miracles. It's like one of the Mariah Carey's biggest hits.
It sounds familiar, but it's not popping up.
When you believe. That's what I was like. This is the big monster hit for this. I mean, it also helped this movie.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Had one of the biggest songs of Mariah Carey's hits on that bitch. That's so funny. You didn't know this one.
No.
This is one of her big dogs.
I really don't know a lot about Mariah Carey's music pre-2000. Pre-that, when
Isn't that crazy how long she's been famous?
She was famous when I was her first few hits were when I was born.
Oh yeah. My lifetime, Mariah Carey's been around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since my life, I've never not known her existing.
But yeah, I mean, I know "Obsessed" and all those. But that's post 2000.
That's way, yeah.
That's
way
post.
later.
I don't know. I don't know. I pretty much don't know anything about her pre-2000s.
Other than the hit.
Other than she's famous. I mean, some of her hits I don't know.
You know some of them. I'm sure I played Honey or God damn, I can't think of it because now they're all running through my head. But there's Jesus, she has so many. She has so many too.
She's one of the most successful pop stars of all time.
Like crazy. But yeah, she had the big hit for this movie. This movie didn't stop.
Yeah.
This movie just doesn't stop, bro.
It's pretty crazy. And this story too, which is pretty wild.
It's so funny.
The story
that you didn't know that this.
Yeah,
was
no
about
idea.
this.
No idea.
So
I thought it was more swashbuckly.
they march on. They're all happy.
Yeah.
Right now, the Hebrews are all marching out as this song plays.
Right.
It's morning. They come upon the Red Sea. They walk up to it all hopeful. And then you hear a man all the way in the back blow a horn. Dun, dun, dun. They all look up the mountain. Coming down the mountain is all the Ramses and all the Egyptian army.
Right.
And he's like, right? And then you see it gets to night. It goes to night real quick. And then out of the sky, you know what happens?
Star?
You don't know how this happens? You not know what happens right now?
Yeah, I don't think I do.
You don't think you do or you don't?
You're going to say it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what happens. It's one of those. I know exactly.
A fire tornado comes out the sky.
Fire tornado, right. They're in Los Angeles. I forgot.
Did you really not know about that?
I don't know about the fire
That's in the
tornado.
Bible, yeah, and it holds them off like a firewall. Comes down from the sky
This Mozilla Firefox comes and saves them.
and saves them.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty wild.
I'm also good because I know all this stuff too well, so I'm gauging also how much you know about this stuff.
Nah, when you have to read Exodus for school, how much you really care about it.
I had to do it for school and life.
Yeah.
Christian schools, huh?
Didn't have to do it for life.
Yeah, I had to do it for life too, which was even more depressing. So, you see that they're all coming down, right? And then this nigga, the firewall holds him off, and then he thinks for a second, and he takes his staff and he walks out into the water. You know what happens next, don't you?
Yeah. The swashbuckling part.
Okay, good.
There is some swashbuckling, kind of. This is water-based.
God says, with this staff, you shall do my wonders. And he puts it in the water. And then what happens, son? Big whoosh. Big split in half.
Yeah.
The animation's insane.
Okay.
They spent a lot of money on this.
Okay.
When you see this shit, bro, it's beautiful.
Excited.
It's
I'm excited.
beautiful. Like, remember that when you see the death thing in Coco?
Yes.
And you're like, whoa. Like that. It's like that.
Where you're like, ruin it for us?
Where it's like, huh?
If the theater didn't ruin it for us?
Well, I mean, all the Mexicans were in there.
No, remember.
They showed it in the trailer.
Yeah, they showed it. No,
in the preview to the movie.
Preview to the movie.
In the trailers, they like showing the movie trailer, and then they were like, "This is what you're about to see," and then they showed us that scene in Coco, and they're like, "We hope you enjoy this movie," and it was like, "Well, I kind of did, didn't I?"
Yeah, it's like, oh, you showed us the big reveal.
It's the big reveal.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was one of the worst movie experiences of my life.
I hated that movie because of that.
I don't like Coco. People love Coco.
People love, and it's a great. I've watched it since. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's fucking phenomenally beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah. I'm sure. And also, if you watch it again, like you'd be like, oh yeah, this was a great movie. But yeah, you would have Mexican babies crying, and them ruining it in the trailer.
That was what they kept shushing their baby. Just take the baby out.
Also, to be like, shh, baby, stop. That's what they were doing. Shh, Mimi, mama, mamacita, shh. This is how you heard the whole movie. Mama, shh, shh, mama, shh.
Also, in an empty movie theater, to sit next to someone is fucking insane.
They sat next to us with family, with babies, and then just talked and let the baby cry the whole movie. And we're just, and there's no other way to say this. We're as Mexican as can be. There's literally no other way to put it. There's no other way to put that sentence. Yeah. They were as Mexican as the word.
God. Damn, what an experience.
Well, they ruined us.
Yeah, it was a bad experience.
Could have been a good experience. But you know what? Don't get it wrong. Hey, everyone else out there, I've had all other races ruin movies for me.
That's a good point.
All.
That's a good point.
All. So
I had an Asian guy almost fuck up Hereditary from. I was like, oh, am I gonna have to fight him?
Everybody's bad in movies. I don't know what's going on with movie etiquette, but that's just something that goes around.
Fucking our friend Trey is on his phone all the time.
It's horrible. And in a movie theater, it's like, bro, you're ruining this for like it's lighting. It's for me. You're ruining this.
Right.
Not even the rose, but it's lighting my eyes. We're in a dark theater, dude. Be in the moment. Oh, that shit, bro. Movie etiquettes. That shit'll make you want to fight a nigga, fool. So. They start walking across, the great shots of them walking across, the fucking sea, beautiful shots of the fish swimming by the water, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like helping each other get across. The firewall finally stops, and Ramsey's like, forward, right? And they take off and they get into the river, and like Ramsey's cart breaks when he gets into the river, right? And, he's like, kill them. And you see the Hebrews all hurrying out. And as they kind of start hurrying out, the water, like the pharaohs start getting close, like the army, and then the water from where they are comes back that way. And then Ramses like, no! And it knocks them out, like onto this huge rock.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We see Moses and all the brews. I call those the Hebrews. All the brews.
All the brews.
So Moses and the brews. Moses and the brewskis.
Yeah. Moses and the brewskis.
Moses and the brewski cats.
Yeah. Sequel to Dreidel Untrained.
Moses and the brewski cats. So Moses and the brewski cats, they get out the water, right? Yeah. You see the water like, I mean, it's like a sea, so it's not like a little pond. It's like, whoa, everyone in there is dead. Yeah. And then it's fucking great. And you see Ramses back on this rock, like in the middle of the sea that he's on.
Right.
Moses! And you see Moses standing there just looking into the sea. Goodbye, brother. And he turns, and the brews keep on moving, man. Look at your people, Moses. They are free, his wife says. And we see a shot of Moses. Ashira, 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 Ashira. And you see Moses walking down with like the 10 Commandments in his hand. And he looks over his people. And they're all looking up at him.
Oh.
Deliver us! The Prince of Egypt.
They conveniently skip over the cow.
Oh, they don't have time.
Yeah.
They don't have time to dive into, dude. Trust me, they skipped over a lot of shit. Because me and Sam were like, oh, it's funny that they just didn't have time. They're like, well, this movie's going to be an hour and 30.
Yeah.
We got to cut some shit.
Right. What an insane experience.
Yeah?
This was. Yeah. I was expecting to hear the story of Moses today.
No, you were not, my friend.
No.
I could see it on your motherfucking face. You were not expecting to hear Moses today. What do you think this movie's rated on Rotten Tomatoes?
This is rated on Rotten Tomatoes? 94.
You thought it was that good?
No, but you said it. You said it in a way that's like it's rated higher than it should be.
Oh no, I just wondered what you thought. 80%. I honestly was wondering what you thought.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's why I was like, whoa.
I thought this was like a what do you think they rated it?
No, 80%.
That's not bad.
Not bad. That's what I was like, not bad. 93. I mean, of course, the users.
Users generally like everything.
Yeah, because it's like that's the people who watch the movie.
Yeah. The Google user reviews are always like 90%. I've never seen one under 90.
Because it's like, yo, wait a minute. You search this
Hey,
movie
look up Ghost.
on Google.
Look up Ghost Dad. What is the user review for Ghost Dad?
I'm gonna. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Let's make our guess now. Guess. You go ahead. You guess first.
93%.
93.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess. Well, we're not gonna find out.
Okay, well, I'll Google it on my phone. Did the internet go out?
Yep.
As is always.
What'd you guess?
I said 93. What did you guess?
84.
Ghost Dad. 76.
76%. I mean, yo, that means there was a 24% of people that went to watch that movie and was like, nigga, I'm mad at myself for even going to choosing to watch this.
What do you think the audience score is on Rotten Tomatoes? So it's 6% critics, which too high. But what do you think the audience score is?
What's that, Metacritic?
This is Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I don't know. Of Ghost Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, the audience score?
Yeah.
50?
32.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But this movie has high ratings, which is interesting. Also, this is what I want to look up. Bro, this movie made $218 million in the box office, bro.
Jesus.
It made $250 million, bro.
Jesus.
And that's not. And then you start including what it made on TV rights, and then still to this day, streams, HBO, all that shit.
The movie that they made.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The people who wrote this got paid.
Oh,
Moses got fucking paid, dog.
Budget was just $70 million. Also, I mean, all that $70 million went to the actors, and then $2 million to the animation team.
Okay, you think Moses sees any of this money?
Huh?
He did write this.
Who, Moses?
Good story, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote it, but he don't get to see none of this money. This bread, nigga.
God,
He don't get to see that motherfucking bread, bro.
these movie studios, man.
They don't give the money to fucking.
Always fucking over people.
Yep. But that was the Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
You think you were gonna watch that today? Well, you fucking did, Beaners.
You're welcome.